Alright, so I'm going to try to video this as it's happening first, just while I have everything kind of running and working, while the pump is running, and then I'll go and probably explain what's actually happening everywhere else here in a minute. It's kind of hard to see, but I put in a float valve that I made myself. Basically, the inside of that tank has a tank fitting, PVC adapter, and then a piece of pipe, and then this little thing that I put together. This isn't specifically for that. I kind of just made it myself. And okay, there goes the pump. So you can see the water level on the pump right there. As soon as the pump turns on, that valve starts opening and it starts gushing water in. So the tank is always full because the ball valve lets it fill up when the water level goes down, and then when the water level comes back up, just in a few seconds, you see that that valve kind of closes. Now it does kind of stay a little bit cracked all the time, so there is flowing water through here all the time, which I think is good, but it's a very small amount. You can see right about there is where it's pretty much closed. There's just a little bit of water leaking past the valve, which, like I said, it keeps the water running, keeps it from freezing in the winter, and it keeps circulating water in here all the time while we're not using water. I've got an overflow right here on the other side, so the water can leak out after it gets full. And I can't remember what I was saying a second ago, but there we go. So the pump is on, and it starts opening immediately. It only takes about 1 or 2 seconds for that valve to start opening. And what's happening at the water level when that happens is it just slowly starts going down, which lowers the ball. I have a wire attached to the ball, or sorry, attached to the little bracket on there, and that mechanically opens the valve. And then it's closing again right now. But yeah, like I was saying, so the ball, when the water level goes down, it opens the valve. When the water level comes back up because the valve is open, it closes the valve, at least mostly. And now, all right, let me take you to the effect of everywhere else. What's going on here? So this is my spring box here that I showed you in my last video. The problem that I was having was I'm running my ram off of this pipe right here. This one in the middle, that's what my ram is running off of. This one goes to that tank right there with my electric pump. That's for the house. That's what we're using right now. That's where our water is coming from right now. And that water is still running. Anyways, so when I run my ram on full blast, I have an adjustable valve that I can, crank it up or crank it down, run it fast, run it slow. When I'm running it pretty fast, like on full blast, it sucks down all the water in this spring box. And so then I don't get water out of the house tank. But then if I crank it down to where it runs slower, I'm just not getting as much water out of it as I really want to, for the horses and chickens in the ponds and stuff in the garden. And so I want to run it a little bit faster. So putting that float valve in is going to stop that water for at least several seconds or whatever while this fills up. I get more water out of my ram because I can run that pretty much on full blast. The only thing I have to be careful about is keeping the water level in here at least about as high as this one right here, which goes to the house tank, the house pump tank. It's got to be at least here so that when that valve opens, it gives it water. So I think I'll be able to pipe it in a way that that ram can take all the water but still be up about at that level. So I guess that'll be about it for this video. It's a pretty short little video. Just kind of wanted to show what I was doing and how I was able to basically have enough water from my house out of the spring and run my ram on full blast at the same time. So thanks for watching.